Hey, how's it going? I've got a pretty special gameplay here. I'm using the PM-9 and I get a Moab with it, which is special to me at least because it's been a goal of mine to get one with this weapon. Just because it's so weak in comparison to a lot of the other SMGs or weapons in this game in general. That being said, it's not the most difficult weapon to get a Moab with, because the secondary weapons don't get the weapon proficiency bonuses that this weapon does when you're on the streak and you have the specialist bonus. For example, the MP-9 is a much better gun in general combat than the PM-9. But in terms of getting a Moab with it, I think it's easier with the PM-9 because you get the proficiencies such as range, kick, focus, and all those other good ones. And in this game, my starting proficiency is range, which actually I later found out doesn't do anything for the PM-9 if you have a silencer on it. But it didn't really matter what I started with when I ended up getting all the proficiencies anyways with the specialist bonus. The only exception would be if I was using attachments, which I think would be easier. Maybe having a either extended mags or rapid fire. I think extended mags would be better because rapid fire you just run out of bullets too quick, and extended mags would have the opposite effect. So I think that would be easiest. But in this game I didn't have attachments unlocked yet, so I was just using the single attachment of the silencer. And although the silencer does severely decrease the range of this weapon, it's definitely the best choice for getting a Moab, because if you're going to stay alive that long, you need to surprise your enemies, and the silencer allows you to do that. You just have to be in closer engagements. And you can see me here. This is where I start the streak for my Moab, but you could see how in the past I've been using this area off to the side of the map in order to pick up most of my kills. And this is effective because most of the times when I run into enemies, it's going to be on pretty close quarters, so it doesn't really matter what weapon I'm using, because as long as I get the jump on them, I can typically kill them. And I do for the rest of this game. And the loadout I'm using I find to be very effective. I have Scavenger, Hardline, and Sitrep Pro. And Scavenger is a must if you're going for an extended kill streak, because you need that extra ammo. And I'm using Hardline because I want to get sleight of hand as fast as I can, because I feel sleight of hand is also a must, which is kind of frustrating because if two perks in the same slot are a must, you need to use specialist. So I am, and that's my reasoning for using Hardline. And Sitrep Pro is effective because with my headset I can hear people coming. Like that person I just killed there, having the extended hearing range really helps. And here's a pretty sweet little move. You stun them, and you go around this side, which most people don't expect, and allows me to get a kill. But from here you can see all of my gunfights are on really close terms, so if I hear them coming, I can start firing before I get around the corner, or I can just, because I'm hip firing a lot, it's easy for me to fire my first shot really quick. And that's important when using the PM-9, because if you try and aim down sights, it really doesn't help you that much. It kind of makes the recoil a little bit less, a little bit more difficult to manage. As you can see right there, I can't get my shots in, but I clean them up with hip fire. And I've stayed on the side of the map for a while now, and I don't really want to push up farther that way because, as you can see the mini-map, none of my teammates are over there, so the enemy might be there, and I don't really have any cover, so I make my way to the complete opposite side of the map because it's sometimes good to stay in a certain area, and in this game that certain area was a place over on the far side of the map where I got most of my initial kills. But you don't want to stay in any one place for too long because with time the enemy will eventually get a way to stop you and sometimes get lucky and sometimes just outplay you. So it's good to mix it up and come at them from a different angle. Like here, I shot that guy in the back before he even knew I was around this side. And here with that stealth bomber coming in, I had to take some cover. And I know I'm relatively close to the Moab in relation to not having any kills, I guess. But it's really important towards the end of your streak to constantly be checking your corners and don't do anything stupid. Don't run out in someplace you don't want to. And that kill was effective because, or that just running up there semi-blindly without throwing a stun or checking any of the windows worked because that guy had a bouncing Betty and a portable radar, and with Stalker and Assassin I'm going to be able to get through both easily, and I can assume, or also I have Dead Silence now with my Specialist bonus, so he can't hear me coming, so there's no way he's gonna know I'm there unless he turns around and checks. So and the probability of him checking isn't very likely because of all the precautions he's taken, but using the Specialist perks allows me to bypass all of those precautions and kill him. And as you can see me right now, I'm trying to run away from a recon drone, and when a recon drone is up and you have blind eye, you want to stay away from your teammates, because the only way the recon drone is going to find you is if you're near your teammates who don't have blind eye, and then they just happen to click on you, because no person using a recon drone is going to go out of their way to explore the map to find people with blind eye, because it's just not an effective use of their time. They're going to target people they can see on their screen and are marked for them, which is the right thing to do. But there, I've been able to work my way around, pick up a couple last kills for the Moab, and when I always get one, I was pretty excited. And I could, if I hadn't killed that guy, I could have gotten just one more on the with the Moab, which is always nice to see that multi-kill come up. But it came up anyways, and game's about to wrap up here. Just trying to clean up these last couple people, and right here's the first time I pull up my secondary, but I don't grab anyone, and that's it. So thanks for watching, and bye.